You too. How y'all feeling today, man? I am honored to bring y'all this reaction, man. No cap. Now, although I don't know too much about this Chud the Builder guy, I know enough to hate him. You feel me? I know enough to not like the brother. They say he got arrested. I sent this to my partner because we just was talking about him not too long ago, and he said that he bonded out instantly. I was pretty upset about that, but you know, let's get into it. Let's get into it. My boy 1090 Jake reacted to it. You know I gotta react to it. Let's do it.
Cannot
I'm 5 minutes in already.
Racist, rage baiting IRL streamer from Tennessee.
Okay, now I can't hear shit, so I'm finna get mad.
Is in some trouble after shooting a man, shooting himself, and being arrested for it all. Now, before we start this video, I want to make it clear we do not condone or promote racism in any way, shape, or form on this channel, and I have carefully edited this video to comply with all of YouTube's very strict policies. So hopefully this doesn't get demonetized for any reason, because all we are doing is providing commentary and going over what people shouldn't do. Quick pause, because this might actually that in one app. Through the steps, you'll see they're boned out.
Bruh, come on, Jake.
Shots fired to the Montgomery 2026. It was 1:20 in the afternoon when law enforcement responded to the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, after reports of shots fired. Arriving on scene, they'd find two men shot who were fighting each other, when one drew a gun, shooting the other and himself in the process.
Bro, I hope he the one who got... Never mind.
Social media exploded as the shooter was identified as none other than 28-year-old Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder.
Damn, so he came here trolling somebody and he got off on him. I was hoping it was the other way around if anybody was to have got it, you feel me? But, let's get into it. That's already an L I don't like about this one.
The IRL streamer known for rage baiting the public with racial slurs and his catchphrase, "They're chimping out."
You got me f***ed up. I'll smack the shit out of you in here. Yeah, keep talking shit, I'ma show you.
It's the usual suspect.
And I'ma show you. Don't say a motherfucker thing to my kids.
I wonder who pissed her off. She's chimping.
Bro, get the fuck, hold on.
Chimping out. She's chimping out.
Now, this video would clearly show a woman enraged, but wouldn't show the interaction leading up to it. Without full context, Chud would post a video attempting to push stereotypes and promote prejudice, as he says, the usual suspects.
Reacting to that pussy Chud the Builder, man. No cap. What you got to say to them folks, man? Go on and say something to them folks, man.
That nigga bond got set at 1.5 M.
And he bonded out that thing. I told him how you told me that yesterday. I was pretty upset about that thing, man. No cap.
Hey, get your reaction on, man. Just hit me when you done with that bit.
All right, Ben. I'm going to get back to you, my brother.
For sure.
All right.
In this next video, Chud would blatantly use the N-word and show everyone the type of person he is.
Oh, he did that?
My favorite line from the is, you got freedom of speech. You just don't have the freedom of consequences from your speech. It's like telling an inmate, hey, you got the freedom to leave your jail cell. You just don't have the freedom of consequence. Hey, you got the freedom to speak, but we're going to threaten you with deadly violence if you do use that freedom. Hey, you got the freedom to leave your jail cell, but we're going to threaten you with deadly violence if you do use that freedom. It doesn't sound like the inmate's very free. Oh, well, we all know that because he's an inmate. Oh, but it doesn't sound like the white man's very free. You're going to threaten me with deadly violence? You're going to threaten to starve my family and my company? Am I really free to do that? And if I'm not free, then why are we not fighting for our freedoms back? Are we just okay with losing our freedoms as white people?
A weak attempt at justifying racism with freedom of speech. Comparing himself to an inmate who lacks freedom because he receives threats for being blatantly racist and disrespectful just shows you how weak Chud or Dalton really is.
And it's the thing, bro. Like, people don't want to crash out. Like, no, people don't want to crash out. So it's like you could be having a regular day, just got off work, and this man come up here with the racial slurs, pissing you off, get you all the way up there. But you knowing, even though he's provoking you, if you do something, bro, you're gonna go to jail. And also, this man keep a gun on him too. So if you want to do something, you're gonna have to really do something. You feel me? So it's fucked up. That's why I want him gone.
Because Dalton is the type of person that wants the ability to bully without the consequence of getting beat. To further prove this point, Chud would go out of his way to target and disrespect any black person he thought he could get a reaction from, hoping for a viral moment he could monetize and profit off.
Like, I would just have to ignore him simply because, like, even though I might want to do something, cuz I can't let you crash me out. Like, I can't let you win. That's a full win for you if I crash out. You feel
This
me?
by claiming he was exercising his freedom of speech protected by his First Amendment. But when he ran into someone who was not only willing to defend himself, but to actually fight, Chud hid behind the Second Amendment, his right to bear arms.
He chimping out. He said, "What's the issue?" Because I looked at him.
Chimping out.
He chimping out.
Put that phone down. Put
Why?
that phone down.
You don't like looking ugly?
Put that phone down, bitch ass boy.
Shut up. Come on, come do something.
Put that phone down.
Come do something.
Put that phone
Pull
down.
up.
Oh, he got found.
Yeah, walk up.
Alright.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, alright.
They chimping out. They chimping out.
Bro, you stop throwing up gang signs, nigga. You ain't pop them, nigga. Put them fucking gang signs down and go clock back in the food line, nigga.
In the fire lane, chimping out.
I'm
They
right
mad.
here.
They
I'm
mad
right
because I'm.
here.
They mad because I'm
here.
holding my shit.
I'm right here.
You better get out my face.
I'm right here.
Get out my face, boy.
Hey, you
So Chud wasn't just rage baiting the public, he was provoking while armed, waiting for someone to assault him so he had the so-called legal excuse to defend himself by shooting them. But legally, that isn't stand your ground. Tennessee is very similar to where I live at, Florida. Florida is very similar to Texas. All three of these states share the stand your ground law. But one of the little conditions for stand your ground is you cannot lawfully stand your ground if you provoked the confrontation.
Come do something. Come do something.
Put that phone
Pull
down.
up.
Oh, he got found.
Yeah, walk up.
So for example, you can't tell somebody fuck you, and when they say they're gonna do something or they call you this and that, you say try me, touch me, hit me, swing. I bet you won't. That's provoking. Somebody does something to you and then you pop them. That's not self-defense. You caused that. Chud would post his version of events to Twitter stating, "They are parking in the fire lane, chimps blaring music and dancing outside of the car. Got mad at me when I walked by with visible disgust. Proceeded to chimp out through the entire store. Usual suspects, plus 100 fatigue." This post would get over 4.8 million views, and some of Chud's videos would reach tens of millions of views. He'd follow up with a video addressing those who called him out for hiding behind a gun, telling him to try his antics without one.
I mean, of course he's not gonna do that, and it's like, if this his way of rage baiting, it only makes sense for him to have a gun. I'm not even mad at the fact he had a gun. He wouldn't have been doing this shit for this long if he didn't have a gun on him. It's just like, I just really wish it was some person who didn't give a fuck so much that they just going, wipe him out, cause we don't need him
Why
around.
do you need the gun though? Leave the gun at home. Why do I need a gun? To protect myself while just simply existing as a free man. I can say what I want. We can say whatever we want. This is America. You shouldn't react with a chimp out or violent aggression, threats of deadly violence. That just proves our point. Oh, do this without the gun though. Hey, cowboy, leave your gun at home and then come out in the street and do a duel. What are you, dumb? The cowboy's always got his gun. Are you stupid? You're a bitch. No, you are. You're chimping out because I'm a free man and you're mad. I don't know who you are. Y'all know who I am.
And if it wasn't a gun he relied on, it was mace, because spraying people was another way he could bring in even more views, equaling more money. So again, he'd target whoever he thought would react, even preying on the homeless in a park.
The constitutional right to record. I don't need to ask you if I can exercise my freedom.
Tell us you can't record anybody though.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Y'all gotta learn the law.
No, well,
See, you need to take this beer bottle to the left, homie. With
Y'all
the left,
gotta
you need
learn
to
the
take
law.
this beer bottle and
Don't
bust him
walk
in
up
his
on me.
shit.
Stay right there.
Bust him in his shit.
Keep coming up.
Bust him in his shit, bro.
I'm gonna mace your ass real quick.
Bro, if you bust him in this shit right here and go and throw him with a 1-2, bro, he done. He not even gonna have boy. Ooh, I know y'all don't, man. Ooh.
Oh, is that all? So you're one of those guys.
I'll spray the shit out you. Yeah.
I would rather you punch me in my face.
Just learn how to act, bro.
Learn how to act. Learn how to ask. Learn how to ask.
Why are you acting like a right now?
Acting like a what?
You heard me. Sit down.
You're not gonna do nothing about it, bro.
If I stand up, what's the
Come on. Look
See,
at
my
me.
thing is like, bro, we so used to if like somebody like this to say something, it's like, oh, what you say? But they ain't doing nothing. They just, oh, what you say? Yeah, I said it. Oh, don't say that. Nah, you gotta do something if you gonna ask him what he said. But I don't know, it's controversial because it's like, I know these people don't want to crash out, but I just want somebody to crash out just to get him gone.
Y'all need to learn how to act.
Don't make it move, man.
Y'all need to learn how. We can record all we want around here.
Record it, brother, man.
Now, Chud would get called out for his antics.
Leave you alone, you racist predator piece of shit! Because you're a fucking racist predator piece of shit!
And the police would speak with him numerous times, but of course he'd play victim.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station and walked out.
Okay.
And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around. He's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I turned. I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded.
I got you.
And it's live streamed.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
See, Big Bad Chud is really insecure Dalton, who once looked like Bieber. Mugshots from when he was 18 and 19 would reveal a chubbier face, and he'd even address old photos of him saying posting the pics of the old fat me. I lost 150 pounds and reshaped my entire body years before Ozempic was ever heard of. They want you to stay fat and low T. They are afraid of what you could become. What this tells me is Chud most likely got on testosterone, lost a baby face, grew a mustache and muscles, and felt the confidence he never had as a youth. But this would also explain his fixation with bullying. It's nothing more than a reflection of his insecurities, and while now he might look like Chud, in the back of his head, he forever feels like Dalton, so he has to bully people to feed his ego.
Yeah, to make this your lifestyle, you can tell you're not happy with yourself. Like, to go around provoking people to do something to you, you feel me, using like racial slurs to do something, and this your content, like you could tell you're not happy with yourself, good.
To make himself feel better. Now, the name Chud the Builder apparently comes from the fact that he owned a contracting company, but his racist rants would completely put him out of business, so he'd start a Give Send Go account in an attempt to raise $100,000. The post would state, "Dear
and they supported
friends,
that shit.
supporters, and champions of free speech. My name is Dalton Etherly, and I'm reaching out with a heavy heart, fighting to protect my family and my business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville, Tennessee out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online. Jokes and opinions they twisted to end my career.
That's what's
With
good.
no other way to support my family and my precious 2-year-old son, I poured everything into this small business,
fuck your baby.
working tirelessly
Yeah, I
to
said
provide
it.
for my family and build a future. But now, that dream is under attack.
Fuck his baby, in case
Not
y'all
for
ain't
the
hear me right
quality
the
of
first
my
time.
work, but for what I say online. I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial,
Harmless humor.
but it's my right to speak freely. For that,
You know it's controversial, but you thought it was harmless humor. That don't even, shut up, nigga.
hundreds of people in my city are slandering my business, spreading lies to tear down everything I've worked for. The hate has escalated to a horrifying level. I've received death threats so vile they shake me to my core. People threatening to grape and murder me, and even targeting my innocent 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. As a father, hearing these threats against my little boy breaks my heart and keeps me up at night. In the midst of this nightmare, a spark of hope emerged. I went viral on Instagram, gaining over 23,000 followers who connect with my story, my resilience, and my refusal to be silenced. People are beginning to stand up for American ideals and values. This platform is a chance to turn things around, but right now, I'm broke. The slander has crushed my business's income, and I'm struggling to keep food on the table, pay our bills, and protect my family from this onslaught. I need your help to bridge this gap and rebuild. Your donation will go toward covering basic living expenses to keep my family secure, exploring legal options to fight the slander and protect my family from these vicious threats, find new ways to create a sustainable income for me and my family. This isn't just about money, it's about standing up to a mob, trying to destroy not just my family's future over words, but our rights to free speech as a whole.
And there's people standing behind this shit.
Attacked, or punished for your beliefs, you know this fight. My business, only a year old, was born from necessity after I was canceled once before, and now I'm facing it again. With your support, I can rise above this hate, provide for my family, and prove that cancel culture won't break us. Every dollar, every share, every prayer means the world to us. Thank you for standing with my family in this battle for freedom and survival. With gratitude, Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder. Once again, playing the victim, Chud would try to market his downfall as being silenced, attacked, and stripped of his rights. He was attempting to play the martyr in the hopes that like-minded people would rally behind him, and some fell for the play.
Bro, he raised $60,000 off of that.
Charges for harassment, and his public defender would withdraw from the case after discovering Chud raised over $40,000, and Chud's donations have now passed over $60,000.
That's crazy, bro. Who is supporting that shit? Cause if you supporting that, you spent $1. Just keep watching. I don't know, cause I ain't even gonna say too much on YouTube. I might fuck around and get demonetized.
Whole time reading through his well thought out speech, whatever you want to call it, right? Hearing how people have targeted him for mild jokes that he said online, things that weren't meant to be taken as so serious. He might have said the N-word, but it wasn't nothing that nobody should be.
Hey, if y'all watching me right now, I'm just making a thumbnail. Hold on, lock in with me real quick. This shit really be that simple, bro. Y'all probably be thinking I be doing the most to make these thumbnails, get these videos out. It's react, upload, put the thumbnail on there. Y'all watch it, y'all enjoy it. Like the video, feel me?
Offended to the point that they ruin his business, right? And his First Amendment has been attacked, his freedom of speech. But you know what other right he had the whole entire time? The right to shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, nigga.
The entire time, this man possessed the right to shut the fuck up and get offline. And if you can clearly see that what you're doing is building a hate train of people that do not like that shit, why would you continue to do it?
Because he getting paid off of it.
I have the right to piss off a bunch of people, but y'all shouldn't have the right to be upset with me. So when your reviews go so bad, your business tanks, you want to blame it on the people, but not take responsibility for the shit you spewed into the world. It doesn't work like that. Again, people love being able to do what they want, but they want to be able to pick the consequence. And that's not how this world works.
I'll be in there again, folded up.
A week before the shooting, Chud posted a Twitter stating, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm. Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting while I walk free. Stay tuned." Now this message right here, it's a clear indication of he knew exactly where this was going and he was still continuing to incite it. This is pouring gas on a fire.
Facts.
You know how this is gonna end. You know eventually someone's gonna try to do something and you've played it so many times in your mind, you're gonna pull out and shoot them. You're gonna pull out and shoot them. You're literally saying it online. If you threaten me with harm, with violence, I'm gonna defend myself with lethal force.
It's down there premeditated.
This whole time you were looking for an excuse to hurt somebody. because of whatever hurt you had inside of you that you felt you needed to project all of this negativity. Chud had also recently been arrested after being kicked out of a restaurant and refusing to pay for appetizers. And apparently he'd be visited by the FBI, who warned him about what he was doing and the possibility of what could happen. So he talked about it. The FBI came and saw him and were like, look, what you're doing could potentially cause riots. What you're doing could potentially get you hurt or lead to you hurting somebody. They knew what was gonna happen.
He knew what was gonna happen
before it happened. And it's just like, was there no legal thing that they could have done to intervene in this situation? Because when you have somebody,
because that's his rights.
there's a lot of laws in which they can easily disarm people. If there's a mental health situation going on, they can disarm you, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you have to qualify mentally to a mental capacity to even own or possess firearms.
I see what he's saying. I thought he was just saying like basically make him stop or some shit. And I was finna say, I mean, he technically not breaking the law. He just provoking people to break the law. But I see what Jake's saying. Like, bro, he's so thought off in the head. Is it not no way they can step in and make him not be able to even possess firearms to where this might not happen anymore?
So when you see somebody inciting shit, when you see somebody provoking people, is there not a law in which you can disarm that person, which would essentially stop them from doing that shit? Or is that getting into the line of, oh, the government's just going to use that as a means of disarming the people? Because I don't agree with that. I support the Second Amendment 100%, even though I lost my right to bear arms when I was convicted of a felony. I don't have that right, but I 100% support everyone else's right to defend themselves and their family. But when you're purposely provoking and inciting a situation in which your whole game plan is to shoot someone when they try you, the thing I don't like about it is it shows you're a bitch with a gun. And 9 times out of 10, the softest, scariest person is the first one to shoot. Because the power behind that gun, that's the cause of you doing this shit. The empowerment. It's no different than a corrupt cop putting on that badge and belt. All of a sudden, their shit just got this much bigger because they have this power. And that's the same thing he was acting like. So when he's stripped of that, how is he as a man? Is he gonna stand 10 toes with all these people and talk how he talks? Or is he gonna fold because he no longer has?
And you probably finna get tortured outside, boy. You come outside without that fire, nigga, let me see you. Let me see you without that fire, boy. I'm willing to take a little assault charge for you, boy. I put on for mine. No count. Let me catch you without that fire. Mr. Chud, nigga, let me catch you personally. Beat the brakes off that boy for their foes. No count.
Same day of the shooting, Chud posted to Twitter reenacting to a video of DJ Academics speaking with Sneeko. And Chud would say, insane, the FBI interviews me for not paying for 2 appetizers that I didn't get to finish before being rudely kicked out of the restaurant. However, blacks can actively call for people to blow my brains out and they give 0 fucks.
Trump went out there and like clapped that nigga from Iran, that fucking supreme leader. That might have to be Chud. Get him out there because he's trying to start some shit. We ain't trying to do it.
No doubt. I'm glad you said it because I ain't
want to see people die over a word.
Well, he problematic. We might like somebody might have to just do it. I don't care who do it. Black, white, who cares?
See me?
I care. I don't want to see people die for a stupid reason.
You need to go too. Fuck him.
Advocating for violence is not the way. If
nobody wants to prevent race. He's the violent one.
He's provoking the violence, nigga. People is gonna pass off of words from his hands because he's provoking them to do something so that he can do something to them which may lead to them dying. So all this bullshit this nigga at the bottom talking about, fuck him, nigga, you can die too.
You don't realize he's the violent one?
Isn't he majority he's acting in self-defense, right?
Fuck no.
Yeah, he a bitch.
See what he's saying? He's daring people to do something.
Words aren't violent, Ack. Words aren't violent.
Your rhetoric could be insightful.
Now, I personally don't agree with academics saying what someone should and shouldn't do, and including himself in the situation by saying we. Because at the end of the day, that could be blowback for him that I'm sure he didn't mean.
I don't care. See, I ain't DJ Academics. I'm standing on every last word I done said in this video, nigga. Smoke him.
Shit like this, and they're specifically targeting a certain community, I could understand him being upset. I'm not gonna call for extreme violence in that situation, and I don't want someone to do something I'm not willing to do myself. But there was a man outside of that courtroom who was willing to risk it all, even his own life. And he decided to put hands on Chud.
But that ain't enough.
The shooting victim would survive, and no one else should fall victim to Chud's trap.
What's in his hand?
As Montgomery sheriffs have announced, he's been charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a weapon. Under Tennessee law, attempted murder carries up to 25 years. Employing a firearm during a dangerous felony is up to 15 years, with a mandatory minimum of 6. Aggravated assault is another 15, and reckless endangerment with a weapon is up to 6. So at max, Chud the Builder is now facing 61 years in Tennessee State Prison. The man who tried to align racism with freedom of speech and act hard while hiding behind a gun is now in jail where his supply of testosterone is no longer. Each day incarcerated, Chud will slowly turn back into Dalton, and we all know he isn't going to be in general population. He's going to be tucked away in protective custody because now he doesn't have his gun to hide behind.
But to be honest, I think he still get touched up in PC though. Like somebody gonna make that happen, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is Tennessee. This is the South we're talking about. I don't know about Montgomery County specifically, how that jail is, but Tennessee State Prison, yeah, he ain't gonna be the majority in there at fucking all. I'm gonna be honest with you. California made a hell of a name for like the white racist people inside of prisons, but in the South, that shit just holds no weight. White people are a minority. The only reason the numbers say otherwise is because they classify Latinos as white when they go to prison. There's so many. You can go on the Florida Department of Corrections website. You'll see a full-blown Mexican man and it's gonna say white. Cuban, white. Puerto Rican, maybe something else. But for the most part, they fuck those numbers up. So it'll say there's a huge white population, but when you're in there, it's a whole nother ball game. And I guarantee you that Dalton is not going to be that way inside of there. The way he hides behind the law, the way he hides behind the Second Amendment, he hides behind this, he hides behind that. He's not going to stand on business and walk.
I'm gonna call you back in like 5 minutes.
Shit inside of jail, because they're going to be popping on him left and right, unless he's in an all white dorm. Prison, it ain't gonna happen like that. And because of the notoriety in this case, they might have placed him in protective custody just so he doesn't fall victim inside of there, depending on how that jail is. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know. I don't see him acting like that when it's just him with no weapon to defend himself with. But like I said, I don't condone any of this. Looking at him, you can tell he definitely got on some juice to get that size. All of a sudden, he's just yoked up with this fucking cowboy mustache. And you can tell it's usually the people like that that are the most insecure. It like never fails. It's like when you see a truck, right? You see this fucking Ford, whatever, or a TRX truck fly by you. And it's like jacked up, whatever, rims is crazy. And then when they pull up and get out, the guy's like 5'2".
5'2". No cap. I knew he was gonna say
like
that.
The insecurities just show. So when you see somebody who's juiced up, acting like they're big and bad, usually they're trying to make up and compensate for something else.
I feel that.
And this situation, I hope the man that swung on him doesn't get charged. I hope he doesn't, to be honest with you, because he was provoked like everyone else.
Charged with what? Assault, nigga?
And he swung.
Who cares?
A punch.
We'll raise a GoFundMe. Hey, if he get charged, man, put the GoFundMe on. I make sure I put plenty of money. I get all hands on deck to get this man bond. Whatever, man. I'm gonna be an advocate for getting that man out of jail, bro. No cap. Y'all let me know, nigga. I ain't rich or nothing, but I'ma help.
Every single person that Chud Dalton previously recorded, ridiculed, provoked, incited, that man swung for everybody. And I applaud him for that.
Did he beat him though?
Because if he knew who he was, he knows he had it on him. And he used it. And that man took a bullet for the people. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake.
I gotta read some comments.
Y'all rocking with
Hey, like the
me.
video. I'm rocking with you, Jake. No cap, bro. I appreciate the video, cuz. I hope I ain't talk too crazy on here, but yeah, I don't really care. Bro raised baited himself straight into a felony. I bet he won't use his freedom of speech in jail. He went out like Cheddar Bob. Ain't no guns in jail. Getting paycheck. All right, that's not about that. Just hearing that he shot somebody and accidentally shot himself tells me all he needed to know. Oh, I didn't hear the part where it said, I must have been on my phone when they said he accidentally shot himself. That's what he get, dumbass nigga. He don't even know what he doing with that pistol. He gonna be real quiet in jail while he's unarmed. Bro, I hope they up there rolling him every day. If I ever see Chud in public, I'll just keep yelling, this guy's here to meet a 13-year-old girl. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get active, bro. Especially if he ain't got that fight no more. You feel me? Yeah. I love to fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. If y'all felt like I went too hard on him, fuck you, nigga. Get off my page. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.